Good evening, everyone. We're back here again for another light boo 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 doo 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 art live stream. Yeah. So sorry, I can't talk and listen to audio of myself talking at the same time. It just like makes my brain shut down and makes me go slower, talk slower, what have you. So anyway, I'm Daniel J. Hogan. Welcome back to my Twitch live stream. Yes, Pixel, you're a good kitty. Thank you. Tonight, I'm going to be working on emotes again. You can see here in my Procreate library the previous ones I did, which if you are a follower, just a follower, so all you gotta do is follow me. You don't gotta pay for a sub or anything like that. You get access to the 5 cat emotes you see right there on your screen. I'll just do each one of them in chat real quick here so you can see them. So yeah, so you don't have to sub to get those. Those are just, if you follow me, you automatically get those. So yeah, I'm going to be working on stuff for subscribers today. I think I can get subscribers. I'm not 100%. I'm a little confused because I thought I couldn't till I was affiliate, but I don't have affiliate status. But there was stuff on my dashboard and page that led me to believe I can get subscribers. Maybe just I can't get ad revenue is what that means at this point. I can just get subscribers. So whatever. Regardless, I'll need them eventually. So it's if you build it, they will come situation. So might as well draw them. I had fun drawing these 5 last time. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get myself some background music to listen to, just some simple instrumental stuff here, because I've found that helps keep me going when I'm doing this. Oh, gotta turn that down. Okay. It's fortunately not going out over the stream, because I know there's ways you can do that and it won't go on the VOD. It's just a live stream. I haven't gotten around to that yet, so it's not a high priority. But if you need to listen to background music while I do stuff, check out my Stardew Valley live streams. That includes music and sound effects. So. Okay, just give me a minute here. I forgot to do my I'm live stuff. I got wrapped up in other things. My camera wasn't turning on for some reason right out of the gate, so I had to like restart stuff and see what all that was about. It's still not saving my camera settings, but I at least every time I'm prepared for that now. So I just open up OBS, then go change my camera settings. It's a known issue with the webcam I have in OBS. I'm sure there's a fix. I just haven't gotten around to it. I mean, it's fine. Like it sort of saves. It saves the adjustments I make, but it doesn't have them turned on, I guess is the best way I can put that. So it's really just a matter of me just clicking a couple things and it's back to where it should be. Like the manual exposure I have set, it saves that. It just defaults everything to automatic, and I just have to turn it on to my manual settings. So I don't know if that's worth doing, but just give me a second here. And then we'll get going. In fact, we're gonna we'll do some warm-up stuff here just to shake the rust off. Sorry, just seeing something funny on the old Instagram. Okay. Oh, this is exciting watching me type on my phone. But I meant to do this like 10 minutes ago, but had some other fires I had to put out first. Oops, that's not what I want. I messed that up. Ugh. I hate typing on my phone so much. All right, good enough. Okay. Gotta have my drawing glove on. Can't draw on an iPad without your drawing glove. It does make a difference. It does help. If you're a new viewer and haven't seen any of my other previous iPad drawing videos, I'm using a metal tip for my Apple Pencil, which I've been enjoying a lot. And I have the screen protector that goes with it. All right, so we're just going to do some quick warm-up drawings here, just to kind of shake the dust off, because I haven't drawn anything in a few days. So my wife Steph is she's into this blind box thing of this like potato guy who like wears costumes to look like other stuff. So she's got one where it's a potato dressed as a strawberry, It's cute. My cats love it. She has it on her purse, and the cat's like bad at it because I mean it is basically a cat toy. It looks like a cat toy. Can't blame them. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it doesn't have that. It just has like the seed. It's red and it has seeds and stuff, and it's funny. It's cute. And there's like other things it's dressed as, like I don't know, like I don't know, like a T-Rex or something. Yeah, whatever. Apparently there's one of him, I guess, I don't even know if it's him, to be honest. It's a potato. Like, I guess this is basically what I just drew, but dressed as Godzilla. Like, I doubt it's this detailed, but, you know, whatever. Anyway. Just drawing some shapes here to, like, kind of loosen up a bit. Fun. That's fun. When in doubt, just draw something fast and silly. Doesn't matter, especially on digital when you can just clear it real quick. Just, you know, get that arm moving. Like, I don't know. Okay. I think that's good. Let's, okay, so what I'm going to do is duplicate one of the other ones I did, so it's the same size. Change the date on it. I can rename it later, but we'll do sub emote 1. That's fine. Okay. We gotta do the background has to be transparent because these are PNGs, all that kind of stuff. So I will turn on the background for now. Unlock my ink layer, not link layer. If I was drawing Legend of Zelda, maybe we'd have a link layer, but my clear. Thank you. All right. Now here comes the fun part. Trying to remember what pen I used last time. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see here. Let's do some quick checks here. No, we don't want that. It's too... well, I need a pencil layer first. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Whoa, that's crazy. Better. Okay, so now I have to decide what to do for emotes. I guess I could look at what ones I have access to. Whoops. Cannot share my own chat channel. Let's see. So some people, like, they have their own little, I'm just picking some here of, they may not show up too well on my overlay chat thing. I think this was the one I was going to try and make bigger, but whatever. I mean, they can be anything. It literally doesn't matter. Trying to get inspired here. I mean, again, it literally doesn't matter. I guess I should probably have checked my dashboard stuff to see if I, let's see, where is that? Make sure, I mean, I doesn't, even if I can't upload them now, I can later. Yeah, I can do it. Like, I'm gonna clear this one. Move from slot. Yeah, okay. I have 5 subscriber emotes I can do. And I have 5 animated ones I can do. Maybe I'll do that some other time. And then there's other ones for other tiers. Okay, so yeah, we're good. I can at least upload these. Dope. Just gotta decide what to do. What to do. Like if I did one that's a VHS tape, would anyone care? I need a reference here for that. Just in case, VHS tape. I mean, I should be able to draw this with my eyes closed, but, you know. There's like little details I don't want to forget about. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's try that again. It kind of worked. Well, this is just a sketch layer, so we can fix it in post, as they say, although you really shouldn't say that. You should fix it in pre-production, but This is something for my fellow elder millennials out there. Good old VHS tape. I should have the tape say something. Could I have it say that would also like read when it's like super small, you know? Just have it say tape, or just have it say VHS, because why not? No, not that. Okay. Let's just lock that so we don't accidentally draw on that. Oh wait, no, I got it. Go back to this, unlock it. Let me drop the opacity. Then we lock it. Now we go back to the ink layer. Okay. I don't like that. It's fine. Trying to think what would have been the last VHS tape I would have bought before I got a DVD player. Like I'm talking like, and I don't mean like, you know, stuff at Comic Cons. It might have been like bootlegs, or I mean like a legit, like I went to a store, like, you know, Target or something, or Meijer or whatever, and bought like a legit, or Best Buy, and bought a legit, you know, official VHS something. I did buy Ghostbusters, like the official release of it on VHS in like 2000, because I just started working at, or I probably might have bought it at Blockbuster where I worked, because I just got a my own VHS player from my bedroom as a teen. Big deal. And I bought, this was a scarring experience, I bought Ghostbusters on VHS, like the official, like, you know, like remastered or whatever, I don't know, the one I think they just released at that point, but it was full screen and it was pan and scan. So let's see, like we're lucky today because like a lot of this stuff is shown in the same, I'm gonna do a quick movie lesson here. So today, our TVs are basically all like this shape. When I was growing up, they were all like squares. And it wasn't until like the last several years where this became the norm. So prior to that, say you had your movie that was shot, well, that's a little extreme. It's not like that, but shot like this, you got your people talking. They're talking like that on screen. So when they would show it on TV, broadcast or cable or VHS, TVs were not shaped like this at the time. This is a relatively new thing, which I'm thankful for. So what they would do is they would, I'm not going to do this, I'll do it like this. They would do what is called pan and scan, or whatever. So they would essentially have to crop the image to fit your square TV. And so what they would do is they would sometimes they would just do a really crappy job and just chop the sides off, and you would not see what was going on in the rest of the frame. Sometimes what they would do is they would have the scene and they would sort of artificially pan the thing over to show what else was going on in the frame. And it is incredibly jarring if you are not used to if you are used to versions where they didn't do that. So this was the issue when I bought Ghostbusters on VHS in 2000-ish. I was all excited to watch it, and the pan and scan was so terrible, I could only manage watching it a couple times. So like a year or so later, when I got my first DVD player, one of the first DVDs I ever bought was Ghostbusters, so I could watch it in the original aspect ratio. So that's what we had to deal with pre all these TVs being 16:9 or whatever they are now. So like now everything's like this, which is great. So there's your little movie home media lesson from Grunkle Dan this week about letterboxing and pan scans. So what letterboxing was, so they would take this image, open layers. They would take this movie image, and so to put it on the TV, they would essentially just shrink it down. So it would all fit on your square TV. Letterboxing, widescreen, there's some difference to how all that works. I'm not going to get into it, because then you also have like anamorphic widescreen, non-anamorphic widescreen, and that's a whole other thing. So just today things are a lot better, so just be thankful for that, because I sure am. All right. That's the way things used to was back in the day. And we got it good these days with the big nice 16:9 TVs and stuff. And if you've never had to move a 27, 30-inch or larger CRT TV from back in the day, you are lucky, because those things were incredibly heavy and difficult to carry by yourself. You would need two people, whereas I could probably easily carry like a 40, 50-inch flat screen today by myself. in the box, maybe not so much, but outside the box, once it's because they're so light and flat and everything. But those old CRT things, like I had one, a 27-incher, and it was a pain to move. Just making these lines a little thicker so they show up a little better. But yeah, I used to work at a Blockbuster back in the day, in the early 2000s, and we would get people. So in the early days of DVDs, not everyone was just used to seeing stuff widescreen with black bars on the top and the bottom, which because the 16:9 TVs like this were not common at all. You were still watching on square TVs. So with the 16:9 TVs, like your widescreen movie basically fills up the whole thing, but on your little square ones, it wouldn't do that. And so we would have people calling and wanting to return their DVDs because they were broken because they had black lines on the top and the bottom. And I would have to explain, no, that is not broken. That is how it's meant to be seen. That's how it was shown in theater. You were actually seeing the real version of the movie. And people would be like, but it's not filling up my whole screen. I'm like, well, that's just how it is with your TV. That's, it's, yeah. One of my favorite stories to tell about working at Blockbuster was when 25-ish years ago, give or take, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So this would have been like 2000, maybe early 2001, but maybe 2000. I can't remember. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was a big, huge hit in the theater, and subtitled, which was a big deal. And when I worked at Blockbuster, and then we the VHSs were all subtitled, and because it's how it was, which was pretty remarkable. And it became so common that people would return them because they were subtitled and want to get something else. We would have to preface every transaction with, just so you know, this VHS tape is subtitled. Like, it'll be in Mandarin, Chinese, whichever it was, and have English subtitles. Like, it is not dubbed. They are not speaking English. And more often than not, people would be like, oh, never mind, I don't want to read, and get something else. So, which is unfortunate because it's a great movie. And that's when the DVDs of it started being more popular to rent because you could listen to it dubbed, which I'm not really a fan of that. There might be a few exceptions when it comes to some things, but overall I prefer to listen to something in the original language, especially like the Miyazaki movies. I do not care for the Disney celebrity voice casts at all. Like, probably one exception is like the Cowboy Bebop anime. I will watch dubbed just because that was such a big thing at the time. You know, it was always on Adult Swim and stuff, or Toonami, or I think it was Adult Swim, and just I always watched it dubbed, so I'm used to that, and it's a good dub, the original one from back then. But for more example of something I'm watching right now, I just got the Criterion Collection Bruce Lee set, and I'm watching all those in the original languages. I think most of them, they have the dubbed tracks, but watched the first two. I've watched The Big Boss and Fist of Fury. I'm now watching Way of the Dragon, working my way up to Enter the Dragon, which is the only one I've seen previously and enjoyed, and actually is the main reason I bought the box set, because I recently started watching a version that was not good with how it looked. It was not, it just did not look great, and really kind of was like, made me I wish I had a good copy of this. And so I bought the Criterion Collection of it. I really enjoyed Big Boss and Fist of Fury. I'm only like 20 minutes into Way of the Dragon, so nothing's really happened yet. But when we saw Godzilla -1 in the theater, I was glad I saw that subtitled. And it's the same with most anime. Like I said, like I prefer the original voice recording, because I feel, especially with a lot of anime, there is more nuance to the original Japanese voice acting. I mean, there's definitely been some recently that I've seen where the American stuff, I was like, oh, this does not is not doing it for me. Just doing a quick check here. Okay. Ouch. Dang. Actually, let's make that a little thicker. This probably won't work. Yep, that's not gonna work. Oh well. What if I do this? There we go. There we go. Okay. How do I do this? It is... no, stop it. No, that's not it. Come on, come on, come on. Reference, there it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so if I do this... All right, so what colors do I want to make this? Oops. Got a little extra. Well, actually, I forgot it on the other side. Okay, okay, okay. Let's fix that before I forget. And what didn't I do, kids? I did not lock my ink layer. It's a big no-no. Lock that ink layer. Always lock that link. I can't talk tonight. Lock that ink layer. Okay, I'm out of matcha. Oh well. But let's see here. Yep. Okay. So here's a trick I did last time. That's not what I wanted to do. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We can just make that white. Who cares? There we go. Good enough. Okay. So I'll upload that at some point, and so that'll be a little VHS emote that people can use. I mean, I can always make new ones later. So we'll call that one good for now, and we will... No! Stop it. Go back. I'm swiping the wrong way. Two. Okay. Turn that background layer back on. Oh, crap. I didn't color in those. Oh, I better do that before I forget. Let's go back here. See, so that's what I was talking about is it's making this color, or making this layer that didn't work. Oh, probably because I have the reference layer turned on. So I wonder. Let's try this. So I turn that off. Then do this. That's still not doing it. Okay, whatever. I'm just messing something up here. Let's just change the background color to something weird. Cancel. Come on. Background color. There we go. So if you have your background color, some kind of weird color that you're not using in your image, it'll show up. It'll help remind you, because I'm using white, so that's why I didn't catch it with the other stuff before. Okay. There we go. Better. I'll just leave that alone for now. Okay, unlock. Clear. Clear. Unlock. Clear. Turn the background back on. Okay, so what should I do this time? Think for a second here. Let's see, I already got a bunch of cat emotes for at the follow level, so I don't need to do any more cat stuff. I just did a VHS tape, because why not? I got an idea. We'll do like actually that needs to be probably smaller. Like an iced coffee thing. So I love my iced coffee, even though I shouldn't really drink it. Getting old sucks. But I still will get some once in a while. I actually had a frozen cold brew at Costco today, which was nice. We go to Costco like once a month, and December is a crazy month for mostly for Steph, but for both of us, obviously, because of the holidays and everything. But so we just go there to like load up on stuff for a month, and today was getting a lot of, frozen dinners and that kind of stuff. Just to kind of help with the craziness of December. Ah. But like I said, so we go there once a month. So I'll get a. I realize now I did not draw the rest of this drawing the sketch. So I'll get one of their frozen cold brews whenever I'm there. It's it's a treat. It's once a month. But trying to cut down on the caffeine and coffee, especially because of the acid. Although cold brew is apparently supposed to be less acidic, but oh boy, that was bad. But I still should cut down on coffee in general. Been doing pretty good about it lately. Only having like a coffee a day. Make coffee in the morning for Steph and I, although today was an exception because I had that and then got the cold brew at Costco. So that's fine. Sorry, tapping along with the music I'm listening to that no one else can hear. Story of my life. Nothing new there. But I do love iced coffee, especially in the summer. Oh, dang it. Let's see here. Ugh. We had a big snowstorm here in Lansing, Michigan, overnight. We had like, I don't know, 6-7 inches or something like that. And I had a hard time shoveling it all today because it was heavy, wet snow and it kicked my butt. Still feeling it. And that was at like 9-10 o'clock this morning, and I'm still feeling the after effects of it. It was rough. It was a workout, that's for sure. There we go. Cute little coffee friend. Should we give the cup a face too? why not? All right, and we're gonna lock that layer, lock that ink layer, and then we're gonna start coloring it, turn the sketch off. Let's turn that background color into something obnoxious. There we go. Okay. Run the color layer. Okay, so we need like a good like I have a lot of creamer in my iced coffee color. Which is definitely me. I'm gonna have iced coffee. It's gonna be creamy. I really enjoy like Thai and Vietnamese iced coffee. They're strong, but I enjoy those. Because we can make that straw like white. Let's see here. I have to rethink this color of the ice cubes. There we go. Got some other little stuff in the background here. Ah, no, don't do that. Don't do it the hard way. There we go. All right, and then we'll do this for this. I don't like that mouth. Actually, I'm going to change that. Oh dear. Okay. So we turn off that background layer. And that's what it'll sort of look like in chat. Should I add some lines to that straw? Yeah, it's gonna be like this more often than not. That I don't think it's worth it. You know. Okay. What are we doing here? Got like another hour. Not going through these as quick as the other ones, but it's all right. Okay, so duplicate. Come on. I hate this. There we go. Turn that background on. Unlock the sketch. Clear it. Dang it. Clear the color. Clear the ink. Actually, no, we're not doing that. We're doing the sketch. Oh, okay. We're changing that background color. Okay. Okay, what should I do now? So I did a VHS tape. I did a iced coffee. Maybe like a silly robot type of thing. Yeah, I gotta make those. If I do that, those limbs gotta be different. All right. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Let's clear this up and start over. Okay. Something to work with here. Tonight's probably just gonna be a 2-hour stream, so I got about another hour left because like I said, I'm wiped out from shoveling snow this morning. I hate to admit it, but it majorly kicked my butt, and also it's been a long few days with the holiday and all that stuff, and doing things. But I'll for sure be back on Wednesday, this Wednesday, December 3rd. Sorry, my calendar is not yes, the 3rd. With Stardew Valley on Wednesday. I might maybe do some Stardew tomorrow night, Monday. I'm undecided. Monday's usually my Dungeons and Dragons night, but we canceled this week, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, because I'll probably make up my mind before. That would be another 7 o'clock. Trying to, at least, if I do random extra nights, at least do it at the same time I would on a planned night, just to have something consistent. You know, if it's going to be an extra day, at least it's the same time. So we'll see. I may just crash tomorrow night and not want to do it, but for sure we'll be doing it. This coming Wednesday, we'll have another Stardew Valley live stream. So please check that out if you're into that. Come hang out. I enjoy playing. It's always fun. The upside to only playing a couple times a week when on live streaming is I don't get burned out from it and just, you know, play like every day for a crazy amount of hours, which is sort of what I'm doing with Fallout 4 right now. So playing Fallout 4 on my PS4, but because of the anniversary update, none of my DLC works at the moment, so I'm just playing the vanilla game, which is fine. There's still a lot there. I've actually never finished Fallout 4, even though this is my third time starting it. Yes, I got pretty far. The first time I ever did it, I think I beat all the DLC at that point when I first did it, but I didn't actually beat the main game. I got far enough in the main game, but I didn't actually get to the last battles or whatever. And then the second time when I started playing about a year or so ago again, when the TV show came out. So when it first debuted, I got far in that. I didn't really worry about the DLC because I'd already done it. But still put a lot of hours into it, but still didn't really finish the main game at all. So we'll see how this goes. I'm kind of taking a casual wandering around approach to it, which I'm enjoying. I'm not worrying so much about checking off all the quests on the to-do list. I'm enjoying just exploring with dog meat and just walking around and finding things and all that. So I'm at level 19 and I just got the Diamond City tonight. So yeah, I've been taking my sweet time, which is fine. That's one of the things I do. I mean, I know Fallout 4 has its criticisms, and some of those are definitely legitimate criticisms, but I mean, there are a lot of things about it I do enjoy. I do enjoy not having to worry about the karma system like you do in New Vegas. But I mean, I do realize that adds its own other level of role playing in New Vegas. So, and in Fallout 3. But I don't care about the settlement stuff. I like building my camps or building my bases, for me and that kind of stuff. I like that, but I do not care about attracting settlers and, giving them jobs and feeding them and defending them and all that stuff. I do not care about that at all. I know some people do. But that's just I just don't care. It's like playing Sims at some point, at a certain point, and that's not what I want to do in a Fallout game. I don't want to manage the lives of dozens of NPCs. I just want to wander around and find stuff. But like I said, I do enjoy customizing my own bases and that kind of stuff. Like, that's fun. I like that. I like modding weapons and armor. I like doing that. That's fun. But I'm not out here building huge elaborate settlements and with, you know, dozens of settlers and all that kind of stuff. That's just not what I'm looking for in a Fallout game. It's like the same reason like why I don't play multiplayer online games. All right. Let's see if this. I maybe shouldn't even bother with this text. Honestly, I'll look at some other examples here. Man, I mean, some have text. I just gotta be careful with how it. Like, I'll maybe drop a couple in chat here just for the heck of it. Like, that's so small though, but that's on me. That's my chat thing. I mean, it's even bigger in OBS chat versus the chat I have on this window, or I have on. Sorry, I said I'm tired. The chat I have on my overlay. So let's see here. I mean, it may not even matter. I don't need, it's a little robot. It doesn't need to say beep boop. It could just be a little robot doing its own thing, you know? It's just happy to be here. Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of the sketch. Let's change the background color. Lock that ink layer. Okay, we'll color it. Okay, what color should make our little robot? See, we need like a I am in the right layer. Yep, I'm in the right layer. This is unintentionally looking like what's his face from Invader Zim. That wasn't what I planned, but hey, it's the way things happen sometimes. At least the colors are different, you know? Oops. There we go. Get rid of that background layer so we can see what it looks like. No, we got a little extra, little spill over here. Okay, there we go. I like it. It's cute. Cute little robot pal for subscribers to use. Hang on. Actually, no, let's do this. Do this. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. I'm just playing around here. See if we can add some extra dimension here to our little robot pal. Actually, I don't want to delete it because it'll delete the other color too. I should be doing this on its own layer, but being lazy and dangerous by not doing it on its own layer. Nope, other way. There we go. Just add. Yeah. No, we could do this. Could say their eyebrows. There we go. So a little extra dimension there. Let's see, do I want to do it for the arms and legs too? Okay, this one I'm doing on its own layer. This is one of those things like, this is going to be so small. Is it even, is this even worth doing? You know, like, is anyone going to see this or notice? Oops. Yeah, it's going to be like barely noticeable, but whatever. Call this good. for one more. We'll see. Maybe I can squeeze in 2. We'll see. I mean, I can have 5, so. This is clear. Unlock. Clear. So you can see it with all the, without the actual line work. Clear. Unlock. Clear. Hmm. All right, what am I gonna do for this one? Let's see, what could I do for this one? We did a VHS tape, we did iced coffee, we did a little robot friend. I got a bunch of cat ones already, so I probably don't need to worry about that. Guess we'll look at other examples again here. Maybe give me some ideas. I mean, they can literally be anything. This one makes me laugh every time I see it. You probably can't read that. You definitely can't read that in the overlay chat, but yeah. Should maybe do some Stardew ones, I guess, since, and art ones, I guess, too. Man, sorry. I'm just beat. You know what? I think I'm just gonna call it for tonight because I am running out of gas here real fast. I am wiped out. So, and I sound like it too. Like I sound really tired. So yeah, we're gonna call it good for tonight. So I got 3 done. I'll upload those shortly, presently, right now, once I get done here. I might do something tomorrow night. We'll see how I feel, but Wednesday for sure, I'll be back for Stardew Valley, and then next Sunday again. So little shorter tonight. Usually I try for 2 hours, but I'm just did an hour and a half. I got 3 emotes done. That's good. It's more than the majority of the 5 I can do. So I'm gonna call it good for tonight. And rest up, and everyone have a great week. Thanks for hanging out. watching. If you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching clips or whatever later on elsewhere, also give me a follow anywhere you can. Appreciate it. And I will see you soon, Wednesday for sure. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see.